Beer in its simplest form is a fermented beverage made from water, malted barley, hops, and yeast. These four ingredients, combined with centuries of brewing tradition and innovation, give us the vast array of beer styles that we enjoy today. Each ingredient plays a crucial role in shaping the final product, contributing to its flavor, aroma, appearance, and overall character. Water, the primary ingredient in beer, acts as the canvas upon which the other ingredients paint their flavors. The source and quality of water can significantly impact the final taste of the beer. Malted barley provides the fermentable sugars that yeast convert into alcohol and carbon dioxide. The malting process involves steeping, germinating, and drying barley grains, developing enzymes that break down complex starches into simpler sugars. Hops, the cone-shaped flowers of the hop plant, contribute bitterness, aroma, and preservative qualities to beer. The variety of hops used, as well as the timing of their addition during the brewing process, determines the level of bitterness and the specific aromatic profile of the beer. Yeast, the final key ingredient, is responsible for fermentation, the magical process that transforms the sugary liquid known as wort into beer. Yeast consumes the sugars extracted from malted barley and produces alcohol, carbon dioxide, and a range of flavor compounds as byproducts. Different yeast strains, each with their unique characteristics, impart distinct flavors and aromas to the beer, contributing to the incredible diversity of beer styles available. The origins of beer can be traced back thousands of years, with evidence suggesting that beer production predates recorded history. Archaeological findings point towards ancient civilizations in Mesopotamia and Egypt as early pioneers of brewing. Clay tablets, dating back to 6000 BC in Mesopotamia, contain recipes for beer-like beverages, indicating that beer played a significant role in their culture and daily life. In ancient Egypt, beer was not only a popular beverage, but also an integral part of religious ceremonies and offerings to the gods. The Egyptians developed sophisticated brewing techniques, utilizing clay vessels and even early forms of filtration systems to produce their brews. Beer was considered a staple food and drink for people from all walks of life, from pharaohs to peasants. Throughout the Middle Ages, brewing transitioned from a domestic activity to a more specialized craft. Monasteries in Europe played a crucial role in preserving and advancing brewing knowledge, developing new techniques and experimenting with different ingredients. Hops, which originated in the Middle East, became a standard ingredient in European beers during this period, adding bitterness and acting as a natural preservative, extending the shelf life of the brew. The invention of the printing press in the 15th century facilitated the dissemination of brewing knowledge, leading to the establishment of commercial breweries and the emergence of distinct regional beer styles. The Industrial Revolution brought about significant advancements in brewing technology, such as refrigeration and automated bottling, enabling large-scale production and distribution of beer, transforming it into a global commodity. From its humble beginnings as a simple fermented beverage, beer has evolved into a global phenomenon, embraced by cultures worldwide. Each region has developed its own unique brewing traditions, influenced by local ingredients, climate, and cultural preferences. From the crisp, refreshing lagers of Germany to the robust, hoppy ales of England and the United States, beer offers a diverse tapestry of flavors and aromas to explore. In recent decades, the craft beer revolution has swept across the globe, rekindling a passion for experimentation and innovation in brewing. Craft brewers, driven by a desire to push boundaries and challenge conventional beer styles, have introduced an astounding array of new flavors and aromas to the market. From fruit-infused sours to barrel-aged stouts and everything in between, the craft beer movement has redefined what beer can be. The global beer market is a testament to the enduring appeal of this ancient beverage. From mass-produced lagers to small-batch artisanal brews, beer continues to captivate palates and bring people together. Whether enjoyed at a bustling pub, a backyard barbecue, or a fine dining restaurant, beer has secured its place as a beloved beverage for all occasions. While excessive consumption of alcohol is detrimental to health, moderate beer consumption has been linked to certain health benefits, particularly regarding heart health. Studies have suggested that moderate beer drinkers may have a lower risk of developing heart disease compared to abstainers and heavy drinkers. These potential benefits are often attributed to beer's unique composition and the presence of specific compounds with potential cardioprotective properties. One key aspect is beer's alcohol content itself. When consumed moderately, alcohol can increase levels of high-density lipoprotein, HDL, cholesterol, often referred to as good cholesterol. HDL helps remove harmful low-density lipoprotein, LDL cholesterol, from the arteries, reducing the risk of plaque buildup and heart disease. However, it's crucial to emphasize that these potential benefits are only associated with moderate alcohol consumption. Beyond alcohol, beer contains other compounds that may contribute to heart health. Polyphenols, a type of antioxidant found in barley and hops, have been shown to have anti-inflammatory properties and may help protect against heart disease by reducing oxidative stress and improving blood vessel function. However, further research is needed to fully understand the specific mechanisms and long-term effects of beer's polyphenols on heart health. It's important to note that these potential benefits are associated with moderate beer consumption, which varies depending on individual factors such as age, sex, and overall health status. Generally, moderate drinking is defined as up to 1 drink per day for women and up to 2 drinks per day for men. Exceeding these limits can negate any potential benefits and increase the risk of various health problems, including heart disease. Section 2. Antioxidant properties. Beer, particularly darker beers like stouts and porters, contains antioxidants, which are compounds that protect cells from damage caused by free radicals. Free radicals are unstable molecules that can damage DNA and contribute to the development of chronic diseases such as cancer, heart disease, and Alzheimer's disease. Antioxidants neutralize free radicals, reducing their harmful effects. One of the primary sources of antioxidants in beer is barley. During the malting process, barley grains are germinated, which increases their antioxidant content. Hops, another key ingredient in beer, are also rich in antioxidants, particularly a type called flavonoids. Flavonoids have been linked to a reduced risk of heart disease, cancer, and other chronic diseases. The antioxidant content of beer can vary depending on the type of beer, the brewing process, and the ingredients used. Generally, darker beers tend to have a higher antioxidant content than lighter beers because the roasting process involved in their production leads to the formation of more antioxidant compounds. However, it's essential to remember that beer is not a substitute for a healthy diet rich in fruits, vegetables, and other sources of antioxidants. While the antioxidant properties of beer are a potential benefit, it's crucial to consume beer in moderation. Excessive alcohol consumption can have the opposite effect, leading to increased oxidative stress and damage to cells and tissues. Section 3. Vitamins and minerals. Beer, often perceived solely as a source of empty calories, can actually contribute small amounts of essential vitamins and minerals to the diet. These micronutrients play vital roles in various bodily functions, supporting overall health and well-being. However, it's crucial to emphasize that beer should not be considered a primary source of these nutrients, and a balanced diet remains crucial. One notable vitamin found in beer is B vitamins, particularly B vitamins like riboflavin, niacin, and folate. These vitamins are essential for energy metabolism, red blood cell formation, and nervous system function. Beer derives these B vitamins from yeast, which produces them during the fermentation process. However, the actual content of B vitamins in beer can vary depending on the type of yeast used and the brewing process. In addition to B vitamins, beer also contains small amounts of minerals such as potassium, magnesium, and silicon. Potassium is an electrolyte that helps regulate fluid balance, muscle contractions, and nerve function. Magnesium plays a role in over 300 enzymatic reactions in the body, including muscle function, nerve transmission, and blood sugar control. Silicon is involved in bone health and collagen production. While beer does contain some vitamins and minerals, it's essential to note that these are present in relatively small amounts. Relying on beer as a significant source of these nutrients is not advisable. A healthy and balanced diet that includes a variety of fruits, vegetables, whole grains, and lean protein sources is crucial for obtaining adequate amounts of essential vitamins and minerals. Section 1. Liver damage. While moderate beer consumption can be enjoyed as part of a healthy lifestyle, it's crucial to acknowledge and understand the potential drawbacks associated with excessive intake. One of the most significant risks is liver damage. The liver plays a vital role in detoxifying the body, and excessive alcohol consumption can overwhelm its ability to process and eliminate toxins effectively. When alcohol enters the body, the liver prioritizes its breakdown over other metabolic processes. This process produces acetaldehyde, a toxic substance that can damage liver cells. Over time, repeated exposure to acetaldehyde can lead to inflammation, fatty liver disease, and eventually more serious conditions like alcoholic hepatitis and cirrhosis. The liver has an impressive capacity for regeneration, but this ability is not infinite. Continuous heavy drinking can cause irreversible damage, leading to scarring and impairing the liver's ability to function properly. This can result in a range of health complications, including jaundice, fluid buildup in the abdomen, and an increased risk of liver cancer. It's essential to remember that liver damage from alcohol consumption is not always immediate or obvious. It can develop gradually over many years, often without noticeable symptoms until the damage is significant. Regular checkups with a healthcare professional and monitoring liver function are crucial for early detection and intervention. Section 2. Addiction and dependence. Another significant drawback of excessive beer consumption is the risk of addiction and dependence. Alcohol, including beer, is a psychoactive substance that affects the brain's reward system, leading to feelings of pleasure and relaxation. While many people can enjoy beer responsibly, some individuals may develop an unhealthy relationship with alcohol, leading to addiction. Alcohol dependence, also known as alcoholism, is a chronic, relapsing disease characterized by an inability to control alcohol consumption despite negative consequences. People with alcohol dependence may experience cravings, withdrawal symptoms, and a preoccupation with obtaining and consuming alcohol. This can have devastating effects on their physical and mental health, relationships, career, and overall well-being. Several factors can contribute to the development of alcohol addiction, including genetics, environmental factors, and mental health conditions. Individuals with a family history of alcoholism may be at increased risk. Social and cultural factors such as easy access to alcohol and peer pressure can also play a role. Additionally, people struggling with stress, anxiety, or depression may turn to alcohol as a coping mechanism, increasing their risk of developing dependence. Seeking professional help is crucial for individuals struggling with alcohol addiction. Treatment options may include therapy, medication, and support groups. Early intervention can significantly improve the chances of recovery and prevent further damage to health and well-being. Section 3. Weight gain and nutritional deficiencies. In addition to the serious health risks associated with liver damage and addiction, excessive beer consumption can also contribute to weight gain and nutritional deficiencies. Beer contains calories primarily from alcohol and carbohydrates, and consuming more calories than the body burns can lead to weight gain over time. The calories in beer are often referred to as empty calories because they provide little to no nutritional value. Unlike calories from nutrient-rich foods like fruits, vegetables, and whole grains, which provide essential vitamins, minerals, and fiber, beer's calories contribute primarily to energy intake without delivering substantial nutritional benefits. Furthermore, excessive beer consumption can interfere with the body's absorption and utilization of essential nutrients. Alcohol can irritate the digestive system, impairing the breakdown and absorption of nutrients from food. It can also interfere with the metabolism of vitamins and minerals, leading to deficiencies even if dietary intake is adequate. Long-term excessive alcohol consumption can lead to deficiencies in various nutrients, including thiamine, vitamin B1, folate, vitamin B9, vitamin B12, and iron. These deficiencies can result in a range of health problems such as fatigue, anemia, nerve damage, and impaired cognitive function. Section 1. Lagers, the world's most popular beer style. When you picture a classic, refreshing beer, chances are you're thinking of a lager. Lagers dominate the global beer market, and for good reason. Their clean, crisp character and generally approachable flavor profile have made them a favorite across cultures. But within the lager family lies a surprising diversity, from light and bubbly pilsners to rich and malty bocks. The defining characteristic of lagers lies in their fermentation process. Unlike ales, which ferment at warmer temperatures with top fermenting yeast, lagers ferment at cooler temperatures with bottom fermenting yeast. This slower, cooler fermentation gives lagers their signature clean and crisp taste, as well as a smoother, less fruity character compared to ales. Pilsners, originating in the Czech Republic, are perhaps the most iconic lager style. These pale gold beers are known for their crisp bitterness, floral hop aroma, and refreshing finish, making them a perfect choice for warm weather or pairing with lighter dishes. German-style pilsners, often categorized as either German pils or helles, tend to be slightly maltier and less hoppy than their Czech counterparts. Other popular lager styles include Vienna lager, characterized by its amber hue and toasty malt flavor, and Oktoberfest Marzen, a slightly stronger and maltier lager traditionally brewed for the Oktoberfest celebration. Bock beers, a stronger and more robust lager style, are typically enjoyed during the colder months. From light and crisp to rich and malty, the lager family offers a beer for every palate and occasion. Section 2. Ales, a diverse and flavorful family. If lagers are known for their clean, crisp character, ales are celebrated for their diversity and range of flavors, from the fruity esters of Belgian ales to the hoppy bitterness of American IPA. The ale family encompasses a vast spectrum of aromas, flavors, and experiences. Unlike lagers, which are defined by their cooler fermentation temperatures, ales are fermented at warmer temperatures using top fermenting yeast. This warmer fermentation allows for the production of a wider range of flavor compounds, resulting in beers with more pronounced fruity, spicy, or even earthy notes. The versatility of ales also extends to their ingredients, with brewers incorporating a wide array of specialty malts, hops, and even fruits and spices to create unique and complex flavor profiles. Pale ales, as their name suggests, range in color from golden to amber and are known for their balanced hop bitterness and malt character. American pale ales, or APAs, tend to be more hop-forward, showcasing the citrusy, piney, or floral aromas of American hops. English pale ales, on the other hand, generally exhibit a more balanced bitterness and malt profile, often with earthy or herbal hop notes. India Pale Ales, or IPAs, originally brewed in England for export to India, have exploded in popularity in recent years. Known for their intense hop bitterness aroma, IPAs come in a dizzying array of sub-styles, from hazy New England IPAs with their juicy fruit character to West Coast IPAs known for their piney, resinous hop profiles. Section 3. Stouts and porters, roasty, rich and complex. For those who prefer their beers dark, rich and full of character, stouts and porters offer a world of flavor exploration. These dark-hued beers get their characteristic roasted flavors from the use of dark malts such as chocolate malt, roasted barley and black patent malt. These malts impart flavors reminiscent of coffee, chocolate, caramel and toasted bread, creating a complex and satisfying taste experience. Stouts, generally speaking, are stronger and more robust than porters, with a higher alcohol content and a more pronounced bitterness. Dry stouts, such as the iconic Guinness, are known for their dry, roasted, coffee-like flavor and creamy mouthfeel. Sweet stouts, also known as milk stouts or cream stouts, are brewed with lactose, a sugar that doesn't ferment, resulting in a sweeter, smoother, and often creamier beer. Other popular stout styles include oatmeal stouts, brewed with oats for a smooth and silky mouthfeel, and imperial stouts, originally brewed for the Russian imperial court, known for their high alcohol content, intense flavors of dark fruit, chocolate, and coffee, and often aged in bourbon barrels for added complexity. Porters, while historically a broader term encompassing a range of dark beers, have evolved into a distinct style. Porters, like stouts, are brewed with dark malts, but they tend to be slightly lighter in body and alcohol content, with a more pronounced malt sweetness and often notes of caramel, toffee, and chocolate. Robust porters, as their name suggests, have a more robust malt character and higher bitterness than standard porters. Baltic porters, originating in the Baltic region, are stronger and often lagered, resulting in a smoother and cleaner flavor profile. Section 1. Engaging your senses. Tasting beer is more than just drinking it. It's a multi-sensory experience that involves appreciating its aroma, flavor, appearance, and mouthfeel. By engaging all your senses, you can unlock a deeper understanding and appreciation for the nuances of different beer styles. So grab your favorite glass, pour yourself a cold one, and let's embark on a sensory journey of beer tasting. Start by observing the beer's appearance. Hold the glass up to the light and note its color, clarity, and head. Color can range from pale straw to deep black, depending on the type of malts used in the brewing process. Clarity refers to how clear or hazy the beer appears, with some styles naturally hazy due to yeast or protein suspended in the liquid. The head or foam is formed by carbon dioxide bubbles and contributes to the beer's aroma and mouthfeel. Next, bring the glass to your nose and inhale deeply. The aroma or smell of beer is a complex interplay of compounds derived from the malts, hops, yeast, and any additional ingredients used. Take note of any fruity, floral, spicy, herbal, or earthy aromas that you perceive. Swirl the beer gently in the glass to release more volatile compounds and enhance the aroma. Now take a sip of the beer, allowing it to coat your palate. Focus on the initial taste that hits your tongue, followed by the flavors that develop as you swallow. Is the beer sweet, bitter, sour, or salty? Do you detect any fruity, malty, hoppy, or yeasty notes? Pay attention to the balance of flavors and how they linger on your palate after you swallow. Finally, consider the beer's mouthfeel, how it feels in your mouth. Is it light and refreshing or full-bodied and creamy? Does it have a high carbonation that tingles on your tongue or a smooth, velvety texture? Mouthfeel is influenced by factors such as the beer's alcohol content, carbonation level, and the presence of residual sugars or proteins. Once you've engaged your senses and explored the beer's appearance, aroma, flavor, and mouthfeel, it's time to put your experience into words. Describing beer can feel subjective, but using descriptive language helps you better understand and appreciate its complexities. It can also enhance your enjoyment by allowing you to share your tasting notes and discuss the beer with others. When describing the beer's appearance, use terms like pale, golden, amber, copper, brown, or black to describe its color. Note whether it's clear, hazy, or opaque. Describe the head as white, off-white, tan, or brown, and comment on its size, persistence, and lacing. The patterns left on the glass as the head recedes. For aroma, use terms like fruity, floral, citrusy, piney, herbal, spicy, earthy, toasted, or caramelly to describe the scents you perceive. If you're familiar with specific fruits, flowers, or spices, use those to be more specific in your description. For example, instead of just saying fruity, you could say notes of citrus and tropical fruit. Flavor descriptors can overlap with aroma descriptors, but you'll also want to note the beer's sweetness, bitterness, sourness, and saltiness. Use terms like dry, sweet, malty, hoppy, bitter, tart, sour, salty, or balanced to describe the overall flavor profile. Finally, when describing mouthfeel, use terms like light, crisp, refreshing, medium-bodied, full-bodied, creamy, smooth, silky, or astringent. Comment on the level of carbonation, describing it as low, medium, or high, and note any tingling or prickly sensations. Tasting beer is always more fun with friends, and hosting a beer tasting party is a great way to explore different styles, share your passion, and engage in lively discussions. Whether you're a seasoned beer enthusiast or just starting to explore the world of craft brews, a tasting party is a fun and informal way to learn, socialize, and expand your palate. Start by choosing a theme for your tasting. You could focus on a specific style of beer, such as IPAs, stouts, or sours, or explore beers from a particular region or country. Alternatively, you could do a blind tasting where guests bring a bottle of their favorite beer without revealing what it is, and everyone tries to guess the style or brewery. Provide each guest with a tasting glass, ideally a tulip-shaped glass that concentrates aromas and enhances the tasting experience. You'll also want to have water on hand to cleanse the palate between tastings and some snacks to accompany the beers. Avoid overly flavorful or spicy snacks, as these can interfere with the taste of the beers. As you work your way through the beers, encourage guests to share their observations and impressions. Use the descriptive language you've learned to discuss the beer's appearance, aroma, flavor, and mouthfeel. Don't be afraid to have different opinions, as taste is subjective and part of the fun is discovering what you enjoy and why. Remember to pace yourselves and drink responsibly. Tasting beer is about savoring the flavors and aromas, not about overindulging. Provide dump buckets for guests who don't want to finish their pours, and encourage everyone to have a designated driver or arrange for alternative transportation if necessary. While beer offers potential health benefits and a world of flavor exploration, it's crucial to consume it responsibly and within safe limits. Moderate drinking is key to enjoying the positive aspects of beer without incurring the negative consequences associated with excessive alcohol consumption. But what exactly constitutes moderate drinking? According to widely accepted guidelines, moderate drinking is defined as up to 1 standard drink per day for women and up to 2 standard drinks per day for men. It's important to note that these are general guidelines, and individual tolerance levels can vary based on factors such as age, weight, metabolism, and overall health status. What exactly is a standard drink? In the context of beer, a standard drink typically contains about 14 grams of pure alcohol. However, the actual alcohol content of beers can vary significantly, so it's essential to check the label or ask your bartender or server for information about the specific beer you're consuming. It's also crucial to consider your overall weekly alcohol intake. Spreading your alcohol consumption evenly throughout the week is generally considered safer than consuming the same amount in 1 or 2 sittings. Binge drinking, defined as consuming 4 or more drinks for women or 5 or more drinks for men within a 2-hour period, can be particularly harmful, increasing the risk of accidents, injuries, and long-term health problems. Remember, these guidelines are just that, guidelines. They are not intended to be hard and fast rules, and individual tolerance levels vary. It's always best to err on the side of caution and listen to your body. If you're feeling the effects of alcohol, it's a clear sign to slow down or stop drinking altogether. Section 2. Listening to your body and knowing your limits. While general guidelines provide a helpful framework for responsible beer consumption, listening to your body and knowing your personal limits are equally important. Everyone responds to alcohol differently, and what constitutes moderate drinking for one person may be excessive for another. Paying attention to how your body feels before, during, and after drinking can help you make informed decisions about your alcohol intake. Before you even take your first sip, consider your current physical and mental state. Are you well rested and hydrated? Have you eaten recently? Are you feeling stressed or anxious? All of these factors can influence how your body processes alcohol. If you're feeling run down, dehydrated, or emotionally overwhelmed, it's best to postpone drinking or consume alcohol in moderation. As you start drinking, pay attention to how the alcohol makes you feel. Are you feeling relaxed and sociable, or are you starting to feel lightheaded, dizzy, or nauseous? These are all signs that your body is being affected by the alcohol, and it's important to pace yourself accordingly. Sip your beer slowly, savor the flavors, and alternate alcoholic beverages with water or non-alcoholic drinks to stay hydrated and slow down your alcohol absorption. After you've finished drinking, continue to monitor how you feel. Do you wake up the next day feeling refreshed and alert, or do you experience a hangover with symptoms like headache, fatigue, nausea, or dehydration? If you frequently experience negative after effects from drinking, it's a sign that you may be exceeding your personal tolerance level and should consider reducing your alcohol intake. Section 1. Beer with meals. Enhancing the dining experience. Beer, often relegated to happy hour or social gatherings, can actually be a delightful and complementary companion to a wide range of meals. The right beer, carefully paired with your food, can elevate the dining experience, enhancing flavors, stimulating digestion, and creating a harmonious balance between your meal and your beverage. Enjoying a beer before your meal can serve as an excellent aperitif, stimulating your appetite and preparing your palate for the flavors to come. Lighter beers such as pilsners, wheat beers, or saisons, with their crisp, refreshing character and subtle bitterness, can help awaken your taste buds and prepare your stomach for digestion. During your meal, beer can act as a palate cleanser, cutting through richness, refreshing your taste buds, and complementing the flavors of your food. For example, the hoppy bitterness of an IPA can counterbalance the fattiness of a juicy burger, while the tartness of a sour beer can cut through the richness of a creamy pasta dish. Beer can also aid digestion, thanks to its carbonation and the presence of bitter compounds from hops, which can stimulate the production of gastric juices. However, it's important to note that excessive alcohol consumption can have the opposite effect, irritating the stomach lining and impairing digestion. Moderation is key. Section 2. Social occasions and mindful consumption. Beyond its role as a mealtime companion, beer truly shines as a social lubricant, bringing people together and fostering a sense of camaraderie. From casual backyard barbecues to lively pub gatherings, beer has long been an integral part of social occasions, facilitating conversation, laughter, and shared experiences. The act of sharing a beer with friends and loved ones can strengthen bonds, create lasting memories, and provide a sense of belonging. Whether you're toasting to a special occasion, cheering on your favorite sports team, or simply catching up after a long day, beer has a way of bringing people together and fostering a sense of community. However, it's crucial to approach beer consumption mindfully, even in social settings. Drinking responsibly means being aware of your limits, pacing yourself, and making conscious choices about your alcohol intake. It also means respecting the choices of others who may choose not to drink or who have different tolerance levels. Mindful beer consumption also involves savoring the experience, appreciating the flavors and aromas of your chosen brew, and engaging in meaningful conversations with those around you. It's about enjoying the social aspect of beer without letting it overshadow the importance of responsible consumption and personal well-being. Remember, beer can be a wonderful addition to social gatherings and a catalyst for creating lasting memories, but it's essential to approach it with moderation, mindfulness, and respect for yourself and those around you. Pairing beer with food is an art form that involves finding harmonious and complementary flavor combinations. Just as wine pairings can elevate a dining experience, so too can the right beer enhance the flavors of your meal. Certain beers and food pairings have become classics for a reason. Their flavor profiles simply work well together. Consider the quintessential pairing of pizza and beer. The crisp, refreshing character of a light lager, such as a Pilsner or a Helles, cuts through the richness of the cheese and the slight acidity of the tomato sauce, cleansing the palate between bites. The subtle bitterness of the beer also complements the savory flavors of the toppings, whether it's pepperoni, mushrooms, or vegetables. Burgers, another beloved comfort food, also find a perfect partner in beer. The malty sweetness and caramel notes of a brown ale or an amber ale complement the grilled flavors of the beef patty, while the beer's moderate bitterness balances the richness of the toppings such as cheese, bacon, or mayonnaise. For a spicier burger, consider a hoppy IPA, whose citrusy and piney notes can tame the heat. Seafood, with its delicate flavors, requires a lighter touch when it comes to beer pairings. A crisp, dry wheat beer, such as a wit beer or a Berliner Weiss, with its subtle citrus and spice notes, won't overpower the taste of the fish. For fattier fish, like salmon or tuna, a hoppy pale ale or a saison, with its higher carbonation and slightly peppery notes, can cut through the richness and enhance the flavors. These classic pairings are just a starting point for exploring the world of beer and food pairings. Don't be afraid to experiment and discover your own favorite combinations, based on your personal preferences and the specific flavors of the beers and dishes you're enjoying. While classic beer and food pairings provide a solid foundation, venturing beyond the familiar can lead to exciting and unexpected flavor discoveries. The world of craft beer, with its vast array of styles and flavor profiles, offers endless possibilities for creative and adventurous pairings. Think about matching the intensity of the beer with the intensity of the food. For example, a light and delicate dish, such as a salad with goat cheese or a sushi platter, pairs well with equally light and refreshing beers such as pilsners, wheat beers, or saisons. The subtle flavors of the beer won't overpower the delicate flavors of the food, allowing both to shine. For richer and more flavorful dishes, such as grilled steak, roasted pork, or mushroom risotto, Consider bolder beers with more pronounced flavors, such as amber ales, brown ales, or even stouts. The malty sweetness and caramel notes of these beers can stand up to the richness of the food, while the hops provide a balancing bitterness. Spicy foods, often a challenge for beer pairings, can find surprising harmony with certain styles. The sweetness and fruity esters of a Belgian wit beer or a Hefeweizen can temper the heat of spicy dishes, while the hoppy bitterness of an IPA can provide a refreshing counterpoint to the spiciness. Don't be afraid to experiment with contrasting flavors as well. The tartness of a sour beer, such as a Gose Berliner Weiss, can cut through the richness of a creamy cheese plate or a charcuterie beer, while the chocolate and coffee notes of a stout can complement the sweetness of a chocolate dessert or a fruit tart. From its ancient origins as a humble fermented beverage to its modern-day status as a global phenomenon, beer has captivated palates and fostered social connections for millennia. Its simple yet versatile ingredients, combined with centuries of brewing tradition and innovation, have resulted in a staggering diversity of styles, each with its unique character and appeal. Whether you prefer the clean, crisp refreshment of a lager, the fruity complexity of an ale, or the rich, roasted depths of a stout, there's a beer out there waiting to be discovered and enjoyed. Beyond its flavor, beer offers a range of potential health benefits when consumed in moderation. From its heart-healthy properties to its antioxidant content and vitamin and mineral contributions, beer can be a part of a balanced and enjoyable lifestyle. However, it's crucial to acknowledge the drawbacks of excessive consumption, such as liver damage, addiction, and weight gain. Responsible drinking involves understanding your limits, listening to your body, and making conscious choices about your alcohol intake. As we've explored in this comprehensive guide, beer is more than just a beverage. It's a cultural touchstone, a culinary companion, and a source of endless fascination. From understanding the brewing process to mastering the art of beer tasting, from exploring classic pairings to venturing into uncharted flavor combinations, the world of beer offers a lifetime of discovery and enjoyment. Whether you're a seasoned beer aficionado or a curious newcomer, we encourage you to embrace the world of beer with open arms and a thirst for knowledge. Explore different styles, engage your senses, and discover what you enjoy most. Attend beer festivals, visit local breweries, and engage in conversations with fellow beer lovers. The more you learn about beer, the more you'll appreciate its complexities and nuances. Most importantly, remember to drink responsibly and savor the experience. Beer is best enjoyed in moderation in the company of good friends and with a deep appreciation for the craftsmanship and artistry that goes into every glass. Cheers to responsible enjoyment and the enduring legacy of beer.